Dear students, welcome to my math class. This is again another class on differentiation. Today we will solve another questions on differentiation. Suppose the questions is given as the gradient of the curve, the gradient of the curve y is equals to px cube minus qx square plus 1 at the point at the point 1 and 3 is 11. The question is find the value of p and of q. So this is the question. So we have to find the value of p and of q, and the question is given that the gradient, this is the questions, the gradient of the curve, this at the point is 11. That means this 11 is the gradient. So we have to read these questions as the gradient of the curve, this is 11. That means this 11 is the gradient of this curve at this point 1 and 3. So since it is given that gradient is 11, so first of all we will define the gradient of this curve. So the solution process is, first we will copy the question that is given, y is equals to px cube minus qx square plus 1 is the equation of the curve. So to find the gradient, we will differentiate this equation in both sides with respect to x. So this is ddx of y, which is equals to ddx of px cube minus qx square plus 1. Therefore we get dy by dx. This is equals to, here p is a constant, so p will be here, into 3 is the power of x, so this 3 will be here, and the power of x will be reduced by 1, so 3 minus 1, then minus this q is the constant, so this is the q, into here 2 is the power of x, so this is the 2, then power of x will be reduced by 1, and the differentiation of constant is equals to 0. So from here we find that dy by dx, this is equals to 3px square minus 2q, x to the power 2 minus 1 is x, plus 0 is 0. So it is given in the question that the gradient of the curve at the point 1 3 is 11. So at the point 1 3 we will define the gradient of the curve. So what will be it? We will write down that at 1 3, at the point 1 3, dy by dx, this will be 3p into x, here x is equals to 1, so 1 to the power square minus 2q into x is 1, here the coordinate of the point of x is equals to 1. So from here we get dy by dx is equals to 3p minus 2q, and it was given that gradient of this curve at 1 3 point is 11. So we can say that this is the point 1 3, and at the point 1 3 the gradient dy by dx is equals to this, and it was given that the gradient of the curve at the point 1 3 is 11. So we can write down that from according to question we can write down that 3p minus 2q, this is the gradient of the curve, this is equals to 11. So it was given in the question. Suppose this is equation number 1. Again, the original graph or the original equation of the curve was y is equals to px cube minus q x square plus 1. So it passes through the point 1 and 3. Then we can write down that or substituting the x and y coordinate in this equation, we can write down that y coordinate is 3 is equals to p into x coordinate is 1 to the power 3 minus q into x square, that is x is 1 here, square plus 1. So from here we can write 3 is equals to p minus q plus 1, or 3 minus 2 is equals to 3 minus 1, this is 1 equals to p minus q, that is p minus q is equals to 2. This is equation number 2. Now if we solve these two equations, one is here and another one is here, if we solve these two equations simultaneously, we will get the values of p and of q. So first of all we will copy these two equations, that is 3p minus 2q equals to 11. So this is 3p minus 2q is equals to 11. This was the equation 1, and here equation 2 is p minus q is equals to 2. This is equation number 2. Now if we want to cancel q or p, suppose we will cancel the number cancel q, then it should be multiplied by 2 and this equation should be multiplied by 1, because here it is 2q. If this will be 2q, then we can subtract this 2 and the 2q will be cancelled here. So multiplying this thing, or here it is the short note, that is equation 1 into 1, then minus equation 2 into 2. Then from this operation we get that 3p minus 2q, which is equals to 11, and 2 is multiplied, p minus q equals to 2 is multiplied by this 2, we will get that 2p minus 2q is equals to 2. If we subtract this 2, then here sign will be changed, here sign will be changed, and here sign will be changed. This 2q cancelled here. 3p minus 2p, this is minus 2p, so here it is p is equals to 11 minus 2, which is equals to 9. So we got the value of p is equals to 9. If we subtract this value in equation 2, that is in this equation, if we subtract this value in this equation, we will get the value of q. The equation 2 was p minus q is equals to 2. Now we will write down that substituting the value of p, we get what? We get that p, which is equals to 9 here, so this is 9 minus q is equals to 2 is equals to 2, so minus q is equals to 2 minus 9. Then from here minus q is equals to minus 7, this minus will be cancelled here, so p Q is equals to 7. So finally we got to value, one is for P and one is for Q. So we can write down the answer here, that is answer P is equals to 9 and Q is equals to 7 here, and this will be the final answer. I think you have understand it. Thank you very much.